Howdy y'all, and welcome to Lex Lives. I think it's time to play a little 7 Days to Die. Okay, I mean, that's a lot of food in that purse. Strangely enough. Alright, let's get going. Let's see if we can't find that last little bit of the magnum. I really, really would like to try one out. Seeing how I have never seen one. Yeah. I don't have any luck. Oh, really? Come on. Get up here. I have no luck when it comes to finding the pieces of this thing. But we have found like 3 of the pieces in this village here. Or suburb or whatever the heck we're in. Alright. I have no idea where I'm at in relation to anything else, so I think I was just looking for places with basements? In the idea that gun safes are mostly in the basements. Although we did find one in the attic of that other house. But I am gonna go looking just for places with basements at the moment. See if we can't speed up finding this magnum. That's crazy. I don't know if that building over there is even part of this area here. Oh crap. And there's something weird right there. What is around that tree? I better look at the zombies in front of me instead of... Oh, it's one of these. It's a fence? I don't think I've ever seen one of these little lots like this before. That's interesting. Oop. Or, you know, maybe I have, but I haven't seen one in a town like this before. It's, what, trash dumpster in there and some cars. Interesting. So, I have watched the last episode of Helix that was on. And, oh, there's another broken up house. Look at this house. This is a glitch. I heard you coming. Look at this weirdness here. Someone has put this house inside another house. Why break down the doors when I can just walk inside? Simple as that. In fact, there's not even a hallway you can walk down to get from room to room in this bizarre house. We might not be able to get up to the attic in this house either. So Helix was pretty good this week. I've really been enjoying this show. I'm kind of sad that they haven't done a lot with actual time travel paradox kind of things. Okay. I mean, they did a little bit, but nothing really... That roof is just there. Nothing really major. Like, I would have expected more time travel affecting things. Because they've only done it twice. And I realize this place does not have a basement, but I couldn't resist with the weirdness of it. You are leather tanning, which I've done. You are buckshot, which I believe I've done. And the forge book, which I know I've done. But they did one weird thing where the oh, dude, I haven't been on the roof of a house in so long. I just caused it to cave in. There isn't even a way down from up here. I'm trapped. Oh, my poor axe. My axe needs to be repaired. Let's go ahead and make up some strips real quick. Real quick here. But they did the thing with the watch in like the first episode, where they touched they scratched the watch from the past, and it caused a mark on the watch from the future. And oh no, I guess they've done it more than twice then. And then they did the one where I don't know what his name is, but the guy shoots Cole, but he shoots past Cole, and when he shoots past Cole, because Cole changed the past, then Cole took a bullet wound in the future that he didn't have before that moment. And so that was pretty cool. And then we had the episode where he went back, and because they killed Cassie before Cassie left the message, then they never sent people back, or they never found Cole, one of the two. I forget exactly how that went down. They killed Cole when they were interrogating him because, you know, without the message they had no idea that he was important. And so that was the episode where he got them to send him back with all of their power, and then that erased that future. But you'd think that there'd be a little more to it than that so far, and they really haven't done a whole lot with that whole concept, strangely enough. And I would have liked to have seen a little more of that going on. Alright, you're just going to have to go out on the floor, I guess. But this... oh, whew. I thought I was going to break a leg coming down in here. And you are building your own bullets. I'm a little worried about all these zombies out here. Let's see if I can't get them. And then so last week we had Jones, which is the scientist who's been sending Cole back in time, and I am not gonna remember his name. Oh, he's like the other one of the other main characters. There's two guys who aren't Cole, who are main characters on this show. There's the head of this. Oh, there's not a doorway to the garage in this. Or no, that's another house altogether. We are like inside another house, inside this house again. Oh, this is that house. Never mind, don't listen to me. I am confused. Right. But anyway, so Cole, or no, not Cole, but Jones the scientist and her head of security and Ramsey? Is his name Ramsey? It might be Ramsey, Cole's friend. You know, they went to the other splinter or spear group. Spearhead. There we go. I'm gonna go in the back door actually. And because the other one, Jones was trying to use time travel to stop the plague, and she was part of the Spearhead trying to find a cure, and but she didn't believe it was going to work. And well, that and the guy who's in charge of it went crazy and had everybody killed because they had decided that the plague couldn't be cured because it kept mutating. And so they went to get a replacement part for the splinter device, and the oh, I thought that was done there. And the there's no safe down here. That's not helpful. And while they were gone, they exploded the device, or drained the power core or something, and oh yeah, couldn't remember if I had something on my eyes or not. And so so they went ahead and Jones left her spearhead and traveled to the other spearhead this episode to demand that they give her their core, because her core is dead now. And well, they kept telling them that they had the cure, and Jones said that they had a cure, but it was for the 2033 plague, and the virus had mutated a couple of times since then, and that there's no way they could stay ahead of it. And then Ramsey had found his girlfriend who had left, and she was pregnant, but he didn't know it, and so when he got there, he found his son, who's like, I don't know, 6 or 9 or something. He can't be 9. Let's say 5 or 6. And so, you know, they Jones talks to the guy, and he refuses to give it up, and so she goes and talks to I am never going to remember the head of her security force, but his father is the head of the security force for the other Splinterhead, the one that's got the core. And you know, and so they go over there and talk to him and explain to him that they have a cure, but it's for the wrong strain of the virus. And so he him and Jones's security head, his son, they put together a team of people who believe him, and they head down to steal the core. Well, they basically murder everybody on their way to get the core. And while that's going on, Jones is, or I guess before that, Jones is talking to the guy who's the head of Cure Spearhead, and he refuses to listen to her, but he will let her borrow the core long enough to pull her man back, which is, you know, Cole. And then she has to come work for him finding the cure. And so while they're talking, she kills him. And then they kill basically everybody in the facility. It can't be everybody in the facility because there's supposed to be hundreds of people there. But they shoot their way down to the core, and they take the core, and they take it back to pull Cole back to the future. And then Cole, in the previous episode, he was unable. Well, he didn't die when they, you know, firebombed where the virus was at. Dang it! I need another safe. I want that last piece. And why is my health not going up? It kind of looks like my health is going down, actually. I don't appreciate that. What is that? Cloth chest armor. I didn't know you could make cloth chest armor. Interesting. Yep, I totally just took some more painkillers. That second batch must have been for recreation. I don't think I want to be high during the zombie apocalypse. Not that I've ever been high, but I'm a nerd, man. I just play video games. That's all I do. But so Cole, they bombed the hole where he was at, and he fell through into this underground cave, and crap fell on him, blocking the entrance. But you know, they're supposed to be making it seem like he's dead, so you don't know what's going on. And then last episode, he was trying to get out when they used the device to try and pull him forward, only that's when the power core failed or whatever, and so instead of pulling him forward, it just pulled him forward 2 years. And so it's 2017 and people have the plague, which he thought he had stopped. And then they show, not gonna remember what her name is either, the Goins' daughter, Leland Goins, who they thought was the start of everything. He told them the start is actually in 1987, but they can't power the machine up enough to send someone back to 1987, so they're trying to stop it in 2015. But anyways, so Cole winds up in 2017, and am I busting open a room that I've already been in? Yes. Wasting my time. Alright. And, this one has a basement, and we went in there, yes. This one does not have a basement, but I did find a safe in that one attic, so let's go ahead and take a look. But so then once again, I'm in 2017. In this episode, he travels to the United States and meets up with Claire. Her name's Cassie, not Claire. And talks with her a little bit, and then she gives him a piece of paper that he's supposed to hang on to and not tell anybody about. And so I don't know what's on that paper. But they talk in the show a lot about... oh, and then she dies, and then they pull him back to 47, I think they're in. But they talk in the show a lot, and they keep talking about things that are fated, but they've already proved that they can change time. So I don't understand why... I mean, they're very afraid of doing something that will change time other than finding the cure. And so everything they send him to do, they don't want him to change the past for fear that it will change things in a way that stops them from ever having sent him back. The problem with that is that they're hindering their own operation. And so like the episode before where they were sending him after... oh, I just totally broke open a room I'd already been in. After the... he tells them to find out everything they can on Chechnya in the 2 weeks he's going to be gone, or the weeks he's going to be gone, whatever, I don't remember. It's a week or 2 weeks. And then he'd be back. I think it was a week. He gave him a week. And so they were supposed to find all the information they could on Chechnya so they could stop the virus in Chechnya. And then when he got to Chechnya, he was trying to look for ways to destroy the virus. And he she told him bleach the first time, and then he called her, and he's like, I can't find bleach, so what do I need now? And so then she told him fire, and then that's when they finally firebombed the place. But he told her from the future, as he was going to be bombed, that she had to tell him exactly the same thing that she told him the first time, because they couldn't risk changing what had happened. But if he already knew he was going to get his hands on the case, is there a reason he couldn't have taken some bleach with him? I don't understand why they wouldn't attempt to make changes that are going to be beneficial to what they're doing. Like, so now they know that the case in Chechnya did contain the virus. Cole was there when it got released. But they're still not sure how it got out. And, you know, so all well and good at this point. I mean, they got the military by telling them that their operation was compromised to firebomb the area, which stopped the virus anyways. So I'm not really sure why they even needed to have Cole there. Couldn't they have just told the military that their operation was compromised before they sent it in? Couldn't you just teleported back and told them what was going on, and then they could have skipped that whole stage? So I don't think the people. I mean, it's not real, right? I mean, I realize it's just a show, but there's definitely some illogical thinking on their part on how they're using their time travel. Really? You think the crossbow is the tool I need to knock open this wall here? But yeah, it's still a great show. Just I'd like to see a little more cause and effect from their time travel. What is that? Oh, beer. Every time I see that, I think it's something like acid or gasoline or something. It's always just a beer. Okay, have I been in this place? No. Alright, we'll go in here, we'll check this. And there's nothing here, we'll call it a day, and then I'm going to move on because I'm tired of this town. I have been here a while, like 4 episodes now, I think. And I am ready to be gone. Fingers crossed. Alright, I think this is a different setup than the last one. I mean, not that our piece of magnum is going to be in here, but... Oh, we got another door back in here. I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign. Oh, I see a safe. Awesome. Would you get through this? Oh, apparently you're exhausted. There. Okay. And there's also a kind of a confusing part, I thought, on this week's episode. The female Goins. I don't know what her name is, Jennifer or something. She was there, and she talked about the 12 monkeys. And she called one of the people with her little monkey. And I'm pretty sure the girl had a tattoo of the 12 monkeys on her neck. And so I'm still not sure how she relates to the 12 monkeys. She has painted the symbol on the wall at the hospital she was in and stuff like that, but we still haven't seen exactly what the Army of the 12 Monkeys is. What's weird is they're supposed to have started way before where they're at now. They just can't go back far enough in time to do anything about it. So, I am not sure. It's called 12 Monkeys, and they are all about the virus. And like in the first episode, you know, he discovered it wasn't Goins, it was the 12 Monkeys. And either they don't have any information on the 12 Monkeys, or... How tall is this house? Okay, it's not a 2-story house. Alright, so I think it's time... I think it's time we get out of here. Okay, nope, I'm gonna check this house too, because this has got a basement. I haven't been in it yet. But she was there with the 12 Monkeys, and then I think she was there with the 12 Monkeys anyways. But they had a weird part with Ramsey, and so part of the episode was showing, the last few episodes have been showing how Cole and Ramsey actually joined Spearhead and agreed to, Cole agreed to go back in time for them. And, okay, I think this is the setup without the safe. Yeah. And so, at the beginning of the episode, you have Ramsey, basically, Cole and Ramsey were captured, trying to break into Spearhead, because they were looking for supplies, I guess. And, and then, while they're in jail, Cole knocks out a guard and secures the keys so that they can escape. And Ramsey, they take him to see the machine, and Cole tells him he's not going to do it. And so Ramsey was there, and so Ramsey's like, look, man, if there's any chance she's telling the truth, you've got to do it. And so when Cole tried to rescue them and get them out, Ramsey fired a gun off and summoned the guards that way. And so, where am I? Right here. And so he basically got Cole to even do the thing, and then Ramsey went, and his girlfriend and son came back with them to Spearhead, and she kept saying that she had seen them cure the virus, and that Jones was lying about them not curing the virus. And so, but now everyone who could cure or did cure the virus is dead, because they shot their way through all the scientists to get to the core to reactivate the Splinter machine. And so they showed Jones with the documents saying that the 2033 virus had been cured, and then she burnt the piece of paper she had about the virus that I thought was an identical match to the one that was in the folder. But it seems like maybe there's a possibility they did cure the virus, but because Jones's daughter is dead, she doesn't care, and she wants to erase their present because her daughter is dead, and it doesn't matter that they've cured the virus, because, you know, civilization's been basically wiped out, except for probably a very small pockets here and there. Otherwise, I would think that they would just take the cure they have in 2047 back to 2033 and just cure it there. So I don't know when her daughter died. But if they have the cure for the 2033 virus, they could take it back to like 2030 or 20, I don't know, 28, and cure the virus back then, and then it wouldn't mutate because it'd be dead, because that's how viruses work, right? I mean, if it doesn't exist and it doesn't have a host, it can't mutate. Or I don't know, the CDC seems to be able to track down stuff to patient 0, so you'd think they'd be able to track down where it mutated from and make sure that person is either dead or cured. That's what they should be doing, is working their way backwards. But I guess if they cured it back then nobody would ever do the time travel stuff. I don't know. So that wouldn't work, I guess. You couldn't cure it in 2033 because then no one would send Cole back if there was no reason because they were cured. And I guess the millions and millions of people were already dead in 2017. So by 2033 there wouldn't have been that many people left, but yeah. Anyways, good series. I think it's on again this week. I think we got to be getting close. I think April is when the next seasons start, so we've probably got a couple of weeks left here before it gets done. iZombie starts this week. If this is going out on a Tuesday, I don't remember if it starts on Tuesday or Wednesday. But maybe we'll talk about that next episode. And of course, The Walking Dead was on tonight while I'm recording this. And I will have watched that by the time I do the next episode. So, alright, click like if you like, subscribe, be sure and catch the next one. And I will talk to you later.